just looking to see how, I know it's grown out a long time, but. You see, it's got there's pieces they didn't even cut.
I believe it.
Well, they may have cut it, but you don't see straight lines on how it grew out. So I'm just looking to see what, I didn't cut it last time. I just want to see what they did.
Yeah.
He doesn't want it too short. And you don't have to part this off like we did with last week to cut back and forth. The first thing you do with this type of haircut is you always cut an outline first.
Outline first.
All right, so this determines how long everything's gonna be. And you don't always have to pick it up. If you see it's wet, it's right along this line, just cut it. It's never a good haircut. This is the truth. Alright, so we tried to give him a little bit more angle here, but what they did is they cut it from here straight across his ear. So if he wants to keep the back longer, we have to start creating this kind of line. We can't go straight across and then down, because then it's gonna look like a mullet. Okay? And he said no mullets.
Right.
Then into here, start cutting that down. You can see where I cut. So you don't want to bring it too far forward and you don't want to bring it too far back, because then it gets short. So he'll need another 4 to 6 weeks for all of this to kind of work in together,
Okay. Because of, yeah.
because it was just shorter. It's better because I closed the screw, made it tighter. About an inch, baby, in front of you?
Yeah, I'm not worried.
Okay.
I'll trust your judgment back there.
You can't see it anyway. So that's where the problem comes in right here, where they cut it too short. So now that we've got all this outline cut, we've established how long we're gonna leave it. You just comb it back. So we're gonna layer his hair. So the easiest way to do this is you start right here in the crown. And we're gonna go straight. And we're gonna do it right down the middle. So when you pick this up, you should see shorter hairs. That's from the front, and we cut to that. We don't cut past it or through it, then it just gets very thin. So we've established the length on the top. Now we're gonna do the back. So you wanna follow the contour of the head. So I cut right to where I had finished. And then when we get down here, you'll be able to see hair fall out. That's good. And it's more straight with a little bit of curve. Okay, now remember I told you, you'll always want to cut up, not down. So on this side, I'm gonna pick it up. I can see where I cut. So I'm going to start at the bottom. Hair fell out. We take all that off. And he was telling me earlier that it was too bushy on the sides. So we're cutting up.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. As long as you can see where you've cut before, it's going to be good. Now, there was less hair off of that than the last one, so maybe that was just a section that they missed.
So with wet hands, easier to cut, right?
Yeah, doesn't dull the scissors. And you can barely hear it cut. They're still very, very sharp. All right. So we know we've got a section down the middle of his head. So now we're gonna pull the hair that's longer towards the hair we just cut. And all I'm really doing is just kind of going back over it, seeing what little bit needs to be taken off. So hair fell out, we're good. All this is taking weight from the bottom. So it doesn't look so thick. And then from there, I can cross-check it a little bit. This is hair we haven't cut, but we're getting ready to go right to it. All this is when I go up and down, when I do side to side like that, it's just a cross check.
Cross check.
Yep. So let's get back to what we did in the middle. So the reason I cross-check it is that
Make sure that.
you want, when you're pulling the hair out to cut it, you want to try and bring it as straight out from the head as possible. It never really works that well, so that's why you check it the other way, so everything's even. So basically, we've already cut half his head. Let's go down in here, pull it out, check it. Like I said, as long as we're cutting up or across, it's fine. So all this you'll see, you can see where I cut it. We're just gonna match it. It was long back here, but
Yeah.
in places it didn't need to be. That's why taking your thumb out and grabbing this is the only way to do it. You can't put the comb in your pocket.
Okay.
That's what he was doing last week. So you see what I did there? You can see where I cut it and where I cut it and what was left, you just take off. And then we can just cross-check it now. Extra good. It's just big for me. It's a big color.
It's even everywhere.
If you tell anybody at work I had my hands in your hair, I'll deny it, deny it, deny it.
Nice.
He's got a little bit of a cowlick. You can see how that works. We're just gonna